The Magepunk Vandal or the Araxys Vandal? Which is the better skin in Valorant? We have the latest premium Vandal added to the game, compared to another fairly recent release, which quickly became a community favorite. The first thing that I'll compare these two skins on is the sound, and in this case, I think that Araxys is just a little bit better. It's unique and one of the better sounding skins in the game overall in my opinion. Take a listen. Having said that, I do still really like the sound design of the Magepunk Vandal 2, the electricity is awesome, and I think you can make a solid case for it being one of the better sounding skins too, if all the crackling is your style. So I will say Araxys just has the better sound here, but you could probably go either way. Now though, if we move on to the base design or model of the skins, I definitely prefer Magepunk. I've always been a massive fan of all the Magepunk skins, and I'm glad they finally decided to add a Vandal to the collection. One thing specific to this skin though I wanted to point out is how the little part on the left is a lot more distracting than usual, especially when you aim down sights. Personally, I don't mind it, but I've already seen some people talking about it, and I'm sure others will be bothered by it, so it's worth taking note of. Even still, I'm a big fan of the overall design, and I'd say that it's better than Araxys in this case. The Magepunk Vandal unfortunately has mostly default animations, although like I've mentioned before, it does have a little bit extra with the electricity floating around on the inspect and stuff. On the other hand though, even though Araxys doesn't have crazy reload animations or anything, the plates on the skin are constantly floating around all the time, especially on the inspect animation, and I think that makes the skin genuinely feel alive at sometimes, which I think is really cool, so I'll say that Araxys has better animations in this case. When it comes to the variants, as much as the new Magepunk editions are great, and I love the fact that they put more effort into it rather than just changing the color of the lightning again, the variants of Araxys are just too good in my opinion. While the base one isn't amazing, it has both a black and a white variant, which will basically keep everyone happy, plus a purple variant, which we always love to see, so yeah, I definitely say that Araxys has the better variants. For the finishes of these two skins, I was kind of disappointed with Magepunk, because they went to the effort of making new variants and kill banners to match them, and yet we get the same finisher for all 4 variants. It's still an alright finisher on its own, but I would have loved to see the colors change to match the other variants. On the other hand, we have Araxys, which not only does change colors, but it also has an extra feature where all the other bodies killed by an Araxys skin in that round will have the finisher applied to them as well, so I think it's pretty clear that Araxys has the better finisher. Last but certainly not least, we come to the price, and as for the Magepunk Vandal, I'm making this video just before it releases, and I'm expecting the price to be 1,775 Valorant points, since that would match the other Magepunk skins, but Riot might bump it up, so keep that in mind. Either way, the correct price will be in the thumbnail and pinned comment. Meanwhile, the Araxys Vandal is a little more pricey at 2,175, and there should be a 400 Valorant point difference between these two skins. So with all that in mind, personally I think that Araxys is the better skin here. I still love Magepunk and I'm absolutely going to buy it and use it for a long time, but as far as I'm concerned, it gets outclassed by Araxys in most categories, whether it be the variants, the finishes, the animations, whatever. Regardless, let me know what you guys think of these two skins, and if there are any other particular skins you want me to make a video like this about.